Dr. Huerta, you're obviously somebody that you need the media to be getting the word out when it comes to new tests, new screenings, preventions, and obviously the issues of getting it to communities that maybe aren't watching NBC or ABC, Spanish language television that you've been doing with CNN. So you need the media to be a player here, right?
That is correct. I do need the media. And I started doing radio shows and television shows here in Washington, D.C. almost 23 years ago. And let me just tell you this little story because it can maybe going to graphic the power of media. I started my radio show 23 years ago on a daily basis, 2 minutes every single day for the community here in Washington, D.C., in Spanish, every day on a Spanish language radio. At the 5th year of my radio programs, I was hired by the Washington Cancer Institute at Medistar Washington Hospital Center, and they told me, what would you like to do if I hire you? I said, I would like to have a clinic that is going to have a sign at the door that's going to say, this place is for people without symptoms only. I do want to do prevention and screening. And they told me, who's going to pay for this? I said, people, even though they are poor, if they understand the value of the proposition, they will pay for it. Oh, really? Okay, let's go to try it. We started that clinic 19 years ago, and in the first 2 weeks, we filled the appointments for 6 months. And up to now, we have seen almost 33,000 people. Most of these people are immigrants, they are poor, they are underserved, they don't speak the language, they have no health insurance, up to 85% of them. But you know what? They pay out of pocket to be seen without having any symptom. Now let's gonna flip the coin. We just started to do some research at my hospital. The Washington Hospital Center, for all you don't know, is right here, like 10 blocks from here in the north. It's in the middle of Ward number 5, which is one of the 8 wards of Washington, D.C. We discovered that we have seen at this hospital approximately 1,200 cases of advanced colorectal cancer. When we went to see who these people were, half of those were from Washington, D.C., and half of those were from the neighborhood around the hospital. African Americans living in the neighborhood. And guess what? Almost every single person who came to my hospital with advanced cancer, they do have health insurance in their pockets. So what is the difference between a group of people who gets messages every day for 20 years and they pay out of pocket without a symptom to be seen, and a person who is living in the community with a card, health insurance in their pockets, and they go with the stage 4 colorectal cancer to the hospital, which is right there. In my opinion, that is the power of media.